All right, guys, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a new video. So I woke up this morning and I'll show you what I took. If I don't make a mess. I took 4 capsules of the Alpha Brain Black Label. So normally, you guys, I take just the regular Alpha Brain, and I take this every single day. I don't miss a day. But on occasion, I'll take a serving of the Alpha Brain Black Label, and I'm just showing you guys this because a lot of people don't know this exists. They're only aware of the regular Alpha Brain. Now, this is not some plug for Alpha Brain. We're going to talk about something else in just a second. I'm just sharing with you what I did this morning. So if we take a look at the ingredients, there's a big difference. So I'll just zoom in on the Alpha Brain right now, the regular. You can pause that if you want to. And then we can take a look at this. So I don't have a preferred version. I like them both. This is remarkably, it's much more expensive than the typical Alpha Brain. But let's see if I can get the bottle open. It's got a fancy bottle. Comes in this futuristic looking kind of case. And a serving size, unlike regular Alpha Brain, is 4 capsules. So again, just showing you what I did this morning. This has a little bit of caffeine in it, whereas this doesn't. It has a relatively small amount of caffeine, 25 milligrams, but it really does. This is much more stimulating than regular Alpha Brain. And even though this is a small amount of caffeine, it has a very synergistic blend with, again, the acetylcholine, also known as CDP choline, the mucuna, etc. So awesome stuff. If you want to be more productive, look into this. It works. So when I wake up, I take that, usually with a big glass of water. And the water that I'm drinking right now is a mixture of distilled water and filtered water. Now, the filter on this refrigerator is really something else. It works remarkably well. So there's a little cartridge inside the refrigerator where this little filter goes, and it's amazing how many contaminants it actually removes. There's a chart that comes with the filter that shows all of the junk that it actually removes. It removes much more, this little cartridge, than just the typical Brita filter. So, you know, guys, if this is all you can afford, I would say go with it. I wouldn't go with the Brita brand, however. I think there's some shady qualities to this brand, as well as the plastic that they're using. But Alexa Pure makes a decent one. I think there's, what's the name of that? Is it called Zero Water? They make one. Get something, stick to it. Get hydrated with clean water, you guys. And start adding minerals to your water. That's a huge foundation of what we teach here on this channel, to get you inspired to get an adequate flow of minerals back into your body. Unless you don't want to. Excuse me, guys, I'm a little stuffed up right now. Unless you don't want to. But why wouldn't you want to give your body the necessary constituents that it needs so that it can operate optimally? This is a great way to get some minerals into your system, as well as other constituents. These are all homegrown lemons. This is a small portion of lemons that was taken off the tree out front. Look at the abundance. It's profound. And the beautiful thing about nature, you guys, is that I can cut this lemon in half. And there's multiple seeds. And I can take one of those seeds, or all of them, and germinate them and grow full mature lemon trees that will yield just as much, if not more, lemons than what you're seeing on the screen. Again, this is a small percentage of what came off of the lemon tree out front of the house. And this tree has great genetics. This tree, these lemons, are the byproduct of a very special lemon tree that grew in my grandmother's backyard, my grandmother on my father's side. So these are Meyer lemons. They're remarkably sweet in comparison to store-bought lemons, and they have a lot more liquid in them, a lot more of what you actually want And you can plane these with a microplaner and get the zest off. Use every part that you can. There's no reason not to. But haven't you guys ever bought store-bought lemons and you squeeze the peel and it's like the peel's like that thick and the citrus on the inside, there's hardly any liquid in it. It's like just these firm garbage lemons. And that's the real problem with store-bought produce. It's garbage. Do what you can to access homegrown produce for less than $25, and I've been saying this for over 8 years. You can buy mason jars, sprouting seeds, and sprouting lids. And you can start to grow sprouts in your fucking window. You can grow sprouts in your own window. No, I don't have any sprouts in my window currently, but I do have some stuff growing. I have these peppers drying out because I want to harvest the seeds. These peppers are from a neighbor down the street. These are very good hot peppers, of which I'm going to harvest the seeds and regrow them. But guys, I've showed you in multiple videos my sprouting setup. You get a fucking mason jar. You get a special lid on the mason jar so that you can fill the mason jar with water and then turn it upside down. They're called sprouting lids, and all the water will pour out of them. You take some seeds, some sprouting seeds, preferably like a sandwich blend that will come with clover and alfalfa and fenugreek and broccoli and radish, etc. That way you're getting an adequate flow of enzymes from multiple different sprouts as well as amino acids, chlorophyll, etc. You take your seeds, you put them in your sprouting jar, you fill your sprouting jar with water, clean water preferably, you let it sit for 16 to 24 hours, then you take your sprouting jar, you shake it a little bit, you turn it upside down, you rinse the seeds again, shake it a little bit, turn it upside down, let it drain. And then every 24 hours, you fill some water into the jar, shake it to get the seeds covered, dump it, let it drain out. They'll stay moist and they'll germinate. And in a matter of about a week or less, you will have a ton of sprouts to eat. You can grow your own food. There's nothing but excuses nowadays, however, though, where people want to create, it's just like, I can't do that. I can't do that. No, I can't do that. Yeah, you can. You can fucking buy a water filter. You can gain access to homegrown produce. I'm sure you have neighbors or family that grow their own food. Most likely, sometimes not. But when there's a will, there's a way. There are a ton of things that you can do. There are solutions, folks. Alpha Brain, it's expensive, but it helps everything work better. You want to become more efficient. You want to become more proficient. You want to boost your cognition and be able to be more creative and get more work done? Look into this nootropic formula that is caffeine-free. This one is not caffeine-free. I put a link in the description box below. Everybody wants to say, oh, Brandon, you're in it for the money, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I'm in it for the money, right? I put a link in the description box below where you can get a free bottle of this directly from Onnit. A $37 to $40 value. That's how much this costs. You can get it for $5 by just going in the description box, following the link, and paying the $5 for shipping. Now, you could think I'm all about money and go down to the store if you want to buy this and pay about $40. Or you can realize that I'm just trying to fucking help you, and you can click the link in the description box below. And you can pay $5 from this and get it directly from Onnit. You don't want to buy this from Amazon. Buying it directly from iHerb or Onnit is the only way to go. And I don't even think you can buy this anywhere other than Onnit.com. This is some really good stuff. I only like taking this from time to time because it's about a $110 bottle. But I use this on situations or in situations where I'm sleep deprived, or if I'm going to go out and like I have something social that I'm going to do that's kind of stressful, like a get together, or maybe I have a big family dinner and I'm going to be around a bunch of people. I have social anxiety, I'm not going to lie, but when I take this, it takes it, and it takes those rough edges of my anxiety and, you know, sands them over. And I don't have anxiety because I don't like people. I have anxiety because I have a very overactive mind. And I'm not going to get into it. This isn't some bitch fest, excuse me. But again, I have some anxiety. Who the fuck doesn't? If you don't have anxiety in this world, there's probably something going on with you. This is an insane world. But again, guys, vitamin C. I talked in a recent video how I don't like buying capsuled vitamin C. But that was all they had at the store. There's all sorts of, like, I've been talking about the same fucking things for like 10 years. Vitamin C, magnesium, minerals, enzymes, vitamins, etc. On it, active B complex. It's a good one. So, again, I follow in the footsteps of people like Linus Pauling, Abram Hoffer, and this is, in a nutshell, the Linus Pauling protocol right here. But there would essentially be vitamin E, vitamin A, and some other constituents here, including a multi-mineral. But this is, in a nutshell, the backbone of the Linus Pauling protocol. Vitamin C, lysine, and proline. So if you want to follow the Linus Pauling protocol, check out my videos where I talk about it. It's very simple. It's cost effective. You buy these things in bulk, you spend about $50 to $100, and you've got everything that you need for multiple months on end. You know, everybody wants to say that, oh, it's so expensive, I can't do this, I can't do that. Everybody bitches. Everybody complains. And I'm not saying you, the viewer, does, but everybody likes to bitch. If we spent as much time bitching, actually doing the things that can help us get out of the rut that we're in or whatever, we'd have all the solutions, folks. We'd have all the fucking solutions. So you can see here that there's a lot of green around. We keep a lot of fruit in the house. We grow a lot of food. And we have access to clean water. It's not the best, but I do have distilled water, which is the best. There's Luna's dog bowl that she spilled. And we've got, you know, a water filter on this refrigerator that really am blown away at how well it works. We've got a filter on the shower. You know, there's certain basics that you've just got to follow. Do your best to eat real food. No one's saying that you can't have some junk food. No one's saying you can't smoke a cigarette here and there. But do your best to eat real food. I squirt lemon juice on pretty much everything. My water, my food, etc. Drink clean water. Eat real food. Grow some fucking sprouts. One of the things that I love to eat the most, you guys, and it's been like this for years, even when I was a vegan, even when I was a vegetarian. I'll grow a ton of sprouts. I'll take some Ezekiel bread. I'll put some Vegenaise. At the time, I would put Vegenaise on it. Now I just use regular mayonnaise. Whole Foods has all these healthier mayonnaise options that you can buy as well. You take the sprouts, you make a big bed of sprouts, and then you take some cheese if you want, or just like a melange of veggies, bell peppers, lettuce, etc. And you stack that fucker, maybe some onions. And then if you want, you can take a piece of grilled chicken or some sliced turkey and put it right on there. In the mixture of fibers, the mixture of amino acids, the phytonutrients, the chlorophyll, it's a very healthy way to eat, especially if you're doing intermittent fasting. Have like 2 to 3 of those at the end of the day. Watch what happens. Do it in tandem with the vitamin C protocols and everything else, and watch how your skin regenerates, folks. So I'm not here to tell you exactly how to live your life because everybody has a unique situation that they're in. Excuse me. But I am here to say that there's some certain core principles that everybody can follow that if they, you know, hold on to and apply to their life, they'll experience dramatic, results for the better. Your mind will work better, you'll look better, you'll feel better, which leads to you getting more out of life. I'm going to wrap this one up. Simple message about simple changes that will produce drastic results for the better. Peace be with you all.